Hey, good morning to you. Jesus is still Lord. Hey, the word works. I've been talking to you about James chapter 3, that the tongue sets on fire the course of nature. Now, let me show you something that is said here. It said, though the horses be so great, yet we turn them about whither we want them to go, whithersoever the governor listeth. Though the ships be great and are driven of fierce winds, yet they are turned about by the rudder, the tongue. This is what that is saying. You may have been sick most of your life. You may be a hypochondriac. But you may have been really, really sick, problems in your body for 25, 35, maybe 55 years. And your tongue will change that. You may be broke. You may be in poverty, and you may have been broke and in poverty for 30 years, driven about by fierce winds, but your tongue, if you begin to talk to it, will change it. Now watch this. I'm going to help you today. We really don't know dark. We're in a society here in the United States of America and most of the world where lights are on all the time. Now, I've been in one or two places that was dark, very dark. I remember, some of the mission fields I've been on where there ain't no lights at all at night, dark. And when you get up in the middle of the night, it's dark. I remember one time being in a cave, they were one of those places, a tourism type cave, and they turned off all the lights, and you could take your hand and put it in your eyeballs and couldn't see it. Dark. Watch this. The Bible says in Genesis 3 that there was darkness on the face of the deep. Dark. I'm talking about dark. No sun, no moon, no stars, no light of any kind. Total blackness, total darkness, dark. And it says, and God said, light be. Woo, come on. So it may be dark in your finances, but money be. The doctors may have given you a terrible report and says that what you have is incurable and there's no hope for it. Dark. But say, healing be, health come. Here's what he's saying there about the horse and about the ship. It don't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter how bad the circumstances are. You can turn it by the words of your mouth. So I want to go back to this again. You may have been sick most of your life. Start saying, healed by the stripes of Jesus. You might have been born with some kind of a terrible disease. Start saying, Jesus bore my sicknesses and carried my diseases. I don't care how dark it is. I don't care how big it is. Your words will change that thing. Now watch this. It was dark. God said, light be, light was. Now there wasn't a star, there wasn't a sun, there wasn't a moon, but light had to come because God said it. So you may have been in poverty most of your life. I know people that's been poor all of their lives. But if you'll begin to say abundance, if you'll begin to call forth, my needs are met according to his riches and glory, it'll change that because your tongue sets on fire the course of nature. And so the natural things that's been going on in your life will have to obey your tongue. I'm going to close with this. Our granddaughter, Zoe, used to ride a big old horse, 1,200-pound horse. She weighed 110, 15 pounds at the time, but she chose where that horse was going. She made it go that way. Well, your financial situation may be 1,200 pounds big, and you may be facing foreclosures. You may be facing, you don't have enough money to buy groceries, but your tongue will make that ship turn around, go the way you want it to go. And I got to go. My time's gone. Hey, your tongue sets on fire the course of nature, and you're going to have what you say. So say it, say it, say it. I got to go. Remember, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the word works.